Namaste everyone, I'm JVWU, working as an assistant professor, Department of Education and Methodology, JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women's University. So in this class, I'll be talking about history and its correlation with other subjects. In order to understand it in a better way, I'm going to share a PDF with you all. Give me a moment please. It will take a few seconds to get uploaded. So kindly wait and thank you for your patience. So this lecture will contain topics related to correlation of history with other subjects. And I will start with introduction, then history as an art, history as a science, then correlation of history with political science, correlation of history with economics, correlation of history with geography, literature, and then I'll conclude. So this chapter is going to be lucid and very easy to understand. The language is also very easy. The study of, introduction, the study of history is interdisciplinary and is related to many other subjects. So history is often intertwined with subjects such as geography, economics, political science, sociology, psychology, and anthropology, as these subjects help to provide a broader and more complete understanding of the events and societies being studied. So then when we talk about history, so it is not alone. We cannot imagine studying political science or economics without history. So every subject has its own history, and it impacted history in one way or the other. For example, studying the geography of a region can provide context for the historical events that took place there. Then, while the study of economics can shed light on the economic system and factors that influence historical events, political science can help us to understand the political systems and power structures of the past. Like if we are studying the modern empire administration, so it is political science and history combined together, because we are studying political condition of modern empire from the past. So this is history and that was politics that we are studying about. So in this way, we can say that the study of history can provide a comprehensive understanding of the past and its impact on the present and future. So now we look into history as an art. Why we call history an art? So history can also be considered an art form, as it requires the interpretation and analysis of complex events and societies to create a coherent and meaningful narrative. Just like an artist must interpret their subject matter and use their own unique style to create a piece of art, historians must interpret historical events and use their own perspective and understanding to write a narrative about the past. So the study of history involves not only the collection and analysis of primary sources, such as government documents, letters, and newspapers, but also the consideration of the motivations, beliefs, and biases of those who created the source. Historians must then synthesize this information to form a comprehensive understanding of the past and present it in a way that is both accurate and engaging. In this way, the study of history can be seen as a creative endeavor, as the historian must use their own skills and insights to bring the past to the life of their audience. Just like an artist must use their own creativity and imagination to create A work of art, a historian must use their own skills and understanding to craft a narrative about the past that is both meaningful and compelling. So, following points further justify history as an art. So, first one is its subjectivity, then narrative, then imagination. So, these were few points that justified history as an art. So now we'll look into history as a science. So science, when we talk about, is a systematic process. History also involves a system. It is not just like that we started a research. We started research in history from scratch. Like analysis is done, interpretation is taken, and everything. Historical research, that's why involves a process that is not, I would not say tiring, but yes, it do follow some step. This is very important. Now, talking about correlation of history with geography. So, history and geography are closely interconnected as geographical factors such as location, physical features, climate, and access to resources have a significant impact on the development of societies and nations throughout history. For example, the geographical features of the region can influence its ability to support agriculture or trade and resources, access to resources such as minerals. So human geography is also there. So human geography is about human populations, settlement pattern, and cultural practices are heavily influenced by historical events such as migration, colonization, and cultural diffusion, as well as physical geography. Economic geography is about the location and accessibility of resources, markets, and transportation. Routes can influence economic development and the distribution of wealth and power within and between regions and nations. Political geography, the borders and territories of nations and empires have been shaped by historical events such as wars, treaties, and colonization, and these borders can have ongoing effects on political relationships and conflicts. By understanding the interplay between history and geography, we can gain a more comprehensive understanding of the ways in which these fields interact to shape the world we live in. So now the correlation of history with literature. History and literature have a strong relationship, with literature often reflecting and commenting on historical context in which it was written. Historical events, cultural values, and political ideologies are frequently depicted in works of fiction and non-fiction and provide insight into the perspectives and experiences of people from a different time and places. For example, the literary work of William Shakespeare, written during the Renaissance, provide a window into the social, political, and cultural values of Elizabethan England. Similarly, the work of Charles Dickens, written during the Industrial Revolution, offer a vivid depiction of the poverty and social inequalities of 19th century England. In addition, literature can also influence historical events and shape public opinion. For example, the political writings of philosophers and intellectuals have been instrumental in inspiring and shaping political revolutions and work of fiction have been used to raise awareness about social and political issues. So, in summary, the relationship between history and literature is dynamic and multifaceted, with literature offering a valuable source of information, insight, and perspective on historical events and cultural norms. Overall, the relationship between history and literature is complex, with literature providing valuable source of information and insight from the past, as well as means of reflecting and interpreting historical events. In conclusion, history has a strong correlation with a variety of other subjects, including economics, geography, literature, and more. This interplay between these fields provide more comprehensive understanding of the past, present, and the future, and helps to shed light on the complex and interconnected nature of human experience. For example, the relationship between history and economics help us to understand how economic policies and events have shaped societies and nations, and how historical events have influenced economic development. Thank you and have a nice day.